right, shalom, shalom. All right, shalom. Hebrew Israelite again. All right, in them corners, bringing the good news, man. You know, bringing the good news, prophesying to the winds, you know, so on and so forth. You know, enduring, persevering, you know, and that's the calling basically. Get Daniel 12 and 13 quickly. That's Daniel 12 and 13 before we even start. Just came in my mind, you know. That's what we're doing, man. That's our lot, you know. That's our lot, man, to be prophets. You know, a small sanctuary amongst the heathens, man. You know, to be the voice, you know, that is unheard, but that is heard by those who were predestined, okay, to get it. So when you got it, the last.
Okay.
Bring that up.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 12,
right,
verse 13. But go thy way.
But go thou thy way.
To the end be.
To the end, I mean, till the end be, right?
Yeah.
Till the end be, and the end is what we're about to witness, you know, very soon. All right, carry on.
For thou shalt rest.
For thou shalt rest.
And stand in thy
so
lot.
That means a prophet, you know, live many lives, just like every one of us here. A prophet lived many lives. In his various lives, in his different lives, he was a prophet, he was a righteous, you know. So that's what the Most High, the Spirit is explaining, or is telling, or commanding, you know, Daniel to do. You know, stay in that law. How law is to be righteous. How law is to be the voice of Yahweh. You know, the mouthpiece of Yahweh. And sometimes we'll be like that, just like that, in the highways and byways, you know, shouting and crying out loud, you know, for our people to know the transgression and to know who they are, you know, and to know what's coming. So that's what he's saying to Daniel. Carry on.
For thou shalt rest.
Right, so you shall die.
And stand in thy lot.
And come back again in that lot. Yeah.
At the end of the days.
At the end of the days, man. Do you have some coins on you?
Coin.
Got some change?
Yeah, sure.
Yo.
Are you on change?
Yeah, because I was supposed to give you some change, but you know I didn't have it.
Okay.
Probably I left it in my jeans. Salakia brothers, man. We're about to give some alms. You know, alms is very important as well. You know, if you're asking the Most High to do something, sometimes bless a brother or bless a brother. We're gonna give you a few things.
How much you need?
Anything, 2 pounds. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I've been here, my boy.
Yeah, all good, bro.
Stressed out, but just
We'll be fine, man. The Most High is.
I've been here.
Most High is with us, man. Israel. The Most High is with us, man. I said, we the Israelites, so the Most High is with us, man.
I know, bro. Look at when I woke up this morning, police station. Stressed out, bro. All the stuff I didn't even do.
Well done, you good?
Yeah. Stressed out, my bro.
So, I pray that the Most High give you strength
Please, pray
and wisdom, yeah? Alright, my bro. Take care. Yeah, man. It's real. It's real, man. Israel is going through hell, man. Israel is going through hell, man. Yeah, the police is after me.
Is it?
Yeah.
What, is he on warrant?
Yeah.
Oh, he's on warrant.
But yeah, let's carry it, bro. So yeah, read it from the top again, man. Read it from the top through the Spirit.
This is the book of Daniel,
Right?
chapter 12, verse 13.
Right?
But go down thy way.
Well, go down that way
To the NB.
to the ND.
For thou shalt find for thou shalt rest.
For thou shalt rest.
And stand in thy lot.
Right, so you die, you come back again as a man of the Lord, but you stand in your lot, man. You at some point you join the truth, you know, at some point you join the truth, you get in the camp, or you're a man of the Lord, or you're a righteous guy, you follow the law, you wear fringes, because that's who you are, man. You know, a man of righteousness, carry on.
And stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
Right, at the end of the day. So this is where we are right, and this is the final. Okay, this is the final, man. This is where all the majority of the prophets are back and they're preaching the word. All right? They are preaching the word, man. Okay, they are preaching the word. They are awakening the brothers and the sisters, man. Like you're looking at. Okay. But you're not looking good.
No, I didn't see it. I couldn't fuck her.
Okay.
I was hoping she was calling me.
Right. Yeah, so, right, you know. So this is what we're doing, man. So sometimes it seems strange. You catch hell, it's difficult, but that's part of your trust. All right, that's part of your trust. Now, quickly go to I believe Luke 14. Luke 14, and let me check Luke 14. Maybe 23. I don't know. Yeah, I believe 23. Let's see what he says. Man. That's just word of encouragement that just came from my spirit. Yeah, verse 27.
Okay.
Right, and now first read verse 23 first, right, and then jump onto 27. Yeah.
This is Luke chapter 14,
right,
verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant,
right, and the Lord said unto the servant, yeah,
go out into the highways.
Go out into the highways. And the Most High is calling every man that's with truth. That's your calling. That whatever you do, whatever job you do, whatever business you have, whatever situation you're in, when you know this truth at some point, you have to go out there. You have to be part of the accomplishment, you know, or the coming to pass of Ezekiel 37. Okay? Ezekiel 37. Alright? You gotta prophesy to the winds, man. Do you understand? That's something that you have to do. Okay? The highways and the byways, man. The edges and the byways. The last week we went to where? South Norwood. This week. And then next week we'll be there. Again. And then obviously you got your thing to do with me. I will go there on my own.
Sure.
Yeah, man. I pray that the Most High allow me to go, you know, my schedule allow me to go there. Because we gotta do the work, man. You know, it's not an easy thing. Well, you gotta face all the demons, all the elements. But that's how it is. So yeah, read it.
Go out into the highways and hedges,
right?
And compel them to come in.
And compel them to come in. So we have to compel them to come in. So when you're out there and you scream, and you tell brothers, yo, you're the Israelites. You know, you tell sisters, you're the Israelite. You know, it might sound foolish, but the most I say, you're a salesman for Yahweh, man. You're shy, man. You are a salesman. You know, you gotta do the work, which is not easy. I remember when I was doing, I used to go on appointment. I would go, so basically the company would give me like, we call it lead. So I would have like 10 lead, all right? And then I'll go on appointments to places like South Croydon, a lot of places in that. To them Edomites. So I'll go, you know, knock on the door or press the bell. I will come and sit down and I'll pitch the product. So out of 10 lead, I will have maybe 1 or 2 contracts. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I used to hustle at some point. For like 1.5 years, I used to hustle like that. Wow. Sometimes, yeah. Right, commission based, man. But there's a time when there's a week I make 500 pounds, right? And the guy, the manager was hating on me, man. Yeah, man. It's just the weird. You don't like a weird, man. But anyway, so it's just like sometimes when they see that you got potential, they want to clip your wings. Yeah, now people are like that, man. And me, I've been a victim of that, a lot of that in my life. I don't know why. But yeah, so when you're a salesman, it doesn't always go your way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that's why I give that analogy. You know, me being a salesman at some point in my life. You know? So yeah, read it now, Joe. So yeah, finish it.
And compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. Verse 27. And whosoever doth not bear his cross,
right,
and come after me,
right,
and not be my disciple.
You see that? So when you go out there to do the work, it's a burden that is given unto you, man. It's a burden that is given unto you to go out there. You know? Go now quickly. I don't even know where I'm going there, but let's go. That has nothing to do with the lesson. But that's, sometimes through the Spirit. Go to Ezekiel 3. We dealt with Ezekiel 3 before, but I want you to read that again. Let's start at 1 all the way maybe to A or whatever.
Okay.
Let me try to see. You start at 1 and jump to 7. 7 and 8. Hello?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3,
right?
Verse 1.
Right.
Moreover,
right?
He said unto me, Son of man,
right?
Eat that thou findest,
right?
Eat this roll.
Right, so you gotta study the word, you gotta know the word, you gotta be able to defend the gospel at all costs and all of that. So you go into training, and the best training is when you're part of a camp. When you mingle around like-minded brother who are in the truth, it helps a lot, right? Carry on, jump to 8 now.
Eat that thou findest, eat this roll,
right?
And go speak unto the house of Israel.
See that? And go speak unto the house of Israel. Now, jump to verse 7.
Verse 7,
right?
But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
See, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. Meaning they ain't gonna listen. They will pass by. You will talk something to your family, to your brothers, and feel that they ain't gonna listen to you, man. They don't care, But we've been told already about what was gonna happen. Carry on.
But they will not hearken unto me.
Right.
For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
Right, impudent and hard-hearted, meaning like a difficult, man. They're very stubborn. They will never ever pay attention. They will never consider. They just want to live the life. This is how the Most High. See, captivity does that to you. When you stay away from, what you're supposed to do as a priest, and you start doing other things with idolatry, it hardens your heart. Sin, after a while, do harden your heart. So that's why he's telling us. So he's giving us, a warning already. And he's telling us, listen, Israel is a very stiff-necked people, man. Hard-hearted and impudent, but nevertheless, you have to make a move. Carry on.
Verse 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces.
Say, behold, I have made thy face strong against their face.
What's that, screw face?
No. I make your meaning like I made your spirit strong against their spirit. The same way that stubborn, a man of the Lord is way more stubborn. But you gotta use it the right way. So there's two sides of the coin. It doesn't mean that, stubborn meaning like you're adamant, you're strong, hard-headed. You're hard-headed as far as like strong-minded. When things don't go your way in Babylon, you're persistent, you're consistent. You always prevail at the end. You don't give up. That's what it means. So, stubbornness was created in a good way, but then he can be used in a bad way. So carry on.
And thy forehead strong against their foreheads.
Right.
Verse 9?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Verse 9. As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead.
Right, so the Most High made us very strong people, very strong people. And as Israelite, in this truth, we can't give up, man. We can't give up. You have to make sure that, you have to make sure that we're strong enough. You have to make sure that we're strong and we do the work and we don't give up and things like that, right? Now, finish it.
Fear them not.
Fear them not.
Neither be dismayed at their looks.
Right?
Though they be a rebellious house.
Right, though there be a rebellious house. So that means, don't be afraid of them, man. Don't be afraid of, sometimes they will come. I remember when I used to do the work with the brother Obadiah in Brixton, people wanting to fight us, man. Even when I came to talk on it in front of Tesla, people wanting to fight us, man. People wanting to fight us. But we never, I don't give up, man. We never, you shouldn't be afraid of nothing.
Who wants to fight you?
A lot of people, man.
Why?
The scoffers, isn't it? The scoffers. Because you do got scoffers, people that, you know, would mock you, you know, would like come and challenge you, you know, weirdest way, you know, chatting you, trap. But you don't give up, man. You know, you don't give up, you stay on course with it, you know?
Yeah.
Now, you know, the title of these lessons is, you know, as it stands, being in the truth is the only way to fight off the matrix. You know? So being in this truth is the only way to fight off the matrix. You know? Because look at that guy, Andrew Tate.
Yeah, he's out now. Is that now?
No. He's not out, man. No, you watched, when he was arrested the first time. And that video that circulated on the net, the video was the video where he was arrested. He was arrested and released the first time. But as he stands right now, yeah, so that's the second time he's arrested.
I put him out. Maybe my sister's on Credible.
He's in jail, man. So, because he doesn't have the edge. You know, you gotta have the edge, man.
But a man like him being a millionaire.
Yo, be Israelite, man. Be Israelite. No, come. I will show you the Quran that we Israelites, we Israel.
Muslims, man.
These Muslims, hey, I got it.
They love to debate, though. They love to debate.
I got it. They come, man. They come, they cook me.
Huh?
They come, I'm cooking them. But like if they come, I'm cooking them. Yeah, I'm cooking them. Yeah, but
Sure.
no.
Come on.
They're running. They ain't gonna come. These guys don't. They don't want no smoke. But if they come, that's beautiful, man. But these are brothers. I don't know about. I know the guy in the middle. I know he's.
I know the one at the end, the one in the brown.
Where's he from?
I'm not sure, but I used to have culture.
But I know the guy in the middle. He's definitely teaching. I don't know about them other baby. I don't know, but this guy is a chick. But anyway, so yeah, Andrew Tate is still in jail. You know, he said that the Matrix attacked him. Yeah, because you don't have the edge. You know, you don't have the edge, man. That's what you really gotta understand. You know, they can come to you, they can prosecute you, they can formulate and, you know, lies against you, man.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're in this truth, Yahweh Shai say this. He said that, don't worry when I take you to court, man. Don't say nothing. Don't worry about what you're gonna say. I'm gonna put the word in your mouth, and you're gonna say the right thing, man.
Well, Pop didn't cook.
Huh?
With the switch that Pop made in cook.
Yeah, but that didn't say Pop, did it? You know what I'm saying? But us, we're gonna be taking our situation, man. We're gonna be delivered. That's instance in the Bible. There's instance in the Bible where the apostle were freed, man. They had a chain on them and the chain on the angel came through. Paul was able to hide in a basket and leave the town, man. You know, I believe it's Peter or something like that. One of the disciples were in jail when an angel came. And while everyone was sleeping in the jail, he opened everything for them and they left. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's not too far-fetched. Exactly. Why? Because they have the edge of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai on them.
That's when the Lord makes his power.
Right.
Shows his strength.
And that's what I say. The only way, as it stands, the only way, you know, to fight off the matrix, you know, is to be in this truth. Alright? To be in this truth, man. But unfortunately, our people, you know, we scattered. So obviously, you know, our ways, we were born in a peculiar way. We were born in Babylon. We were raised by Esau, man. And that's the reason why people don't even know how to get out of that maze. See, we know we came out of that maze. We're in the truth. But brothers don't even know. They'll speak to you, but I don't even know how to come from point A to point B out of Babylon. Get Revelation 18, man. And I didn't even plan Revelation 18, but get Revelation 18 quickly. And I'm speaking about coming off Babylon, man. There's a way by which you come off Babylon.
One verse.
You know, verse 4. You know, Revelation 18, verse 4.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18,
right?
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
And you be not partakers of her sin. You see that? Babylon is laced with sin. This is the place where I tell you, you can go with men as a man, you can go with women as a woman, you know, you can just worship the beast, you can be, you know, vaccinated, you can get a lot of vaccinated people are dropping dead, man. Because they believe in the system. But a man of the Lord or a brothers or sisters in the truth, they know not to take that. They know that's like bowing down before, you know, the beast. So you're educated into, you know, staying out of the way. Because the truth gives you wisdom. Your matrix blinds you into thinking that you're in good standing, you're good. You know, I don't have to then look how godless this society is, man. People don't believe in God. People do what they want. Look how they're working, man. People are working just to go and sin. They're waking up in the morning trying to make a way, you know, out of poverty, whether they sin or not. And in fact, a lot of our people sin while making money, man. But what are the Most High telling us? Read that again, one more time.
This is Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people.
Come out of her, my people.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That ye be not partakers of her sin.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
And ye receive not of her plagues, man. So the Most High is warning us, you know, advising us, you know, to not live like the European people, man. Because we are special people. We are holy people. We're supposed to separate ourselves, you know, from these demons, man. You know, separate yourself so when the flood comes, you're not taken. When the fire comes, you're not taken by it, man. You will be covered. You know, when Satan used to, you know, roam around Job, you know, he would see an edge. He wanted to attack Job from day dot, you know. He wanted to attack Job from day dot. But, you know, he couldn't, so he would go to Yahweh, and then he would be walking around, standing like that. Yahweh said, where are you coming from? And he's like, well, I come from roaming the earth, you know, to and fro. I saw your son. And then he say, yeah, so walk one over there. No, I saw your son. I saw your servant Job, man. Like, you know, obviously he's protected. And I was like, yeah, of course he's protected. What's going on? Yeah. But he's saying like, yo, he's protected because I wanna munch him. But there's an agent around him.
Yeah, but Satan and Heavenly Father were conversating, isn't it?
Right.
Satan was like God was saying that this is my servant Job.
Right.
That he won't go against.
Go to it. Let's go. Go to it. Go ahead. I think it's Job 2. Go to it before we.
I had faith in Job.
You know,
Job wouldn't.
I'm trying to get into the lesson, but you see how the Most High is like that. I love it.
That's good. Man.
You know. Carry on, man.
Job, man.
Yeah. Start 2. You know, I believe verse 1. And let's read it, man.
This is the book of Job.
Read the Bible. Read that story, man. Carry on.
Book of Job, chapter 2.
Bring that out.
Verse 1. Again, was the day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them.
So when we say the Son of God, it talks about who?
Yahweh.
The Son of God?
Us.
No, the angels.
Yeah, angels, yeah.
We the Son of God as well, you know, but in that case, it talks about the angels.
Let me read it from the top. This is the book of Job, chapter 2.
The Al-Hayam, yes.
Verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. Right,
so Satan and also Satan is the son of Yahweh, man.
One of them.
Yeah, he's Allahayam as well, but he's on the left-hand side of things. He's on the dark side of Yahweh. So he came. So for Christians who say that, okay, you know, Satan rebelled against, against Yahweh. So Yahweh, you know, kicked him out of heaven. If it's the case, why is Satan coming amongst the Son of God talking directly to Yahweh? Is the case?
Maybe this is reformed.
No. That's a Satan went Genesis and Job. Which one is before?
Also Genesis.
Exactly. So if that philosophy, if you follow that philosophy, that means Satan was kicked out of heaven. You know, he came down and he went to seduce Adam and Eve. That was before the account of Job.
Yeah.
So how come after all of that, he went back to heaven?
But I heard that. But maybe when the Son of God came, he came with them.
Like, come on, man. According to what they say that Satan was kicked out of heaven.
Apparently, yeah.
So that means he rebelled. When you rebel, can you come like that? When you rebel after you rebel, can you come? Then you're gonna get killed. When that's war in West Africa, the rebels are killed most of the time. They don't go back and show themselves to the president. It's war until the end, man. When they catch you, they kill you. So if Satan rebel, how can he come back again like peacefully? Look, when he came back, look what Satan said. Where are you coming from, Satan? You good. That doesn't look like they got beef. When this beef, Satan will be like, y'all will be like, get this angel, man.
There was a day. Again, there was a day.
Yeah, but I mean that they used to, you know, counsel together most of the time. They will get together in front of Yahweh. Yahweh will tell them, listen, you do this, you do that. Just like when you read, after that, no, leave that one. You see where we're going today, guys? Leave that one, go to 1 King 22, and let's start at 19. And then after we're going back to Job. This is what the Spirit does, man. You know, this is what the Spirit does. You know? We give a title, but then boom, we take it somewhere else.
22 verse 19.
You know? So it's good to go through the Spirit, but you gotta prepare and listen.
What, 22
you know, in
verse
case.
19?
Yeah, stop. Go on.
This is 1 Kings, chapter 22, verse 19.
Right.
And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne.
I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, right? Carry on.
And all the host of heaven.
And all the hosts of heaven. Who are the hosts of heaven? Carry on.
Standing by him.
Standing by him, carry on.
On his right hand.
On his right. Who is standing on the right hand of Yahweh?
Yahweh Shai.
Right, and go on.
And on his left.
So if Yahweh Shai is standing on the right hand, what does the right represent?
Righteousness.
What does the right represent again?
Righteousness.
What does the right represent again?
Righteousness.
What other else? Something else. Light, the light.
Okay.
Righteousness, good.
Yeah, faith.
Talk about good and evil, night and day, right?
Yeah.
So read it again.
Okay. Now I'm learning.
Read it.
It's 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 19.
Right.
And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne.
Right.
And all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand.
So we determine, hold on, we determine that Yahweh Shai is standing on his right. But the Bible does say that Yahweh Shai stands on the right hand side of Yahweh. Yahweh Shai stands on the right hand side of Yahweh.
Yes.
The Bible do clarify that, right?
Yeah.
Carry on.
And on his left.
And on his left. So since Yahweh Shai represents righteousness and good, what will be on his left? Evil. Who represent evil?
Say it.
Carry on. Are we good on that?
Yeah.
Carry on.
Verse 20.
Yeah.
And the Lord said, he shall persuade Ahab.
He shall persuade Ahab
that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead.
Right, because Ahab, you know, was wicked. So the Most wanted to get rid of him. Yeah. So he had to put something in his spirit that will make him adamant to do something that will get him killed. In that case was him going to war against a certain people. All right? So this is how he did it. Read it. This is how he did it.
And one said on his manner, so Slakia. And one said on this manner,
right?
And another said on that manner.
Right.
Verse 21. And they came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord.
Right.
And said, I will persuade him.
I'll persuade him. Carry on.
Verse 22. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith?
Right.
And he said, I will go forth and I will be a lying spirit.
I will go forth and I will be a lying spirit. Let me ask you a question now. Is lie exactly? So is that Yahweh shall lie? No. So who's gonna lie?
Satan, the Father.
So that means a demon from Satan's side will be the dirty job.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So that means the demons
on the left
are living in the heavenly realm as well. The angels,
maybe
bad and good, in the heavens. Because he's in heaven, he's sitting on the throne.
Yeah.
What does Yahweh, what does he about?
What on the footstool of Yahweh Shiloh? Yahweh. The footstool, isn't it?
He said on the right hand, on the left side, not on the footstool, man.
Yeah, left hand.
So you know how when you go like
sitting down,
a king sitting down.
Yeah, you got left arm, you got right arm and left arm.
You got on the right side, you got another smaller chair.
Yeah.
You got on the left side. So Satan is Yahweh is sitting there with his angels on the right hand side.
Yahweh Shai.
It's like Yahweh Shai, and on the left hand side, Satan is sitting with his angel. Just like when you go to court.
Yeah.
You see you see who? You see the judge?
Yeah.
Who do you see?
Prosecutors.
And what do you see?
Oh yeah.
So is above, is below. So the court system is designed after the court system in the heaven.
I thought that as well, you know. When I see that on like court systems and that.
Right.
This is kind of heavy.
Yeah, because you know the truth, but you know sometimes it needs to be explained to you for the spirit to catch it.
Definitely.
Sometimes we know all things, but it needs to be explained to us for us to really, for our conscience to be, because sometimes it's in our subconscious.
Subconscious is the heart, though.
Right, it's in there.
Yeah.
Right? But then, boom, when it's explained, then your conscience is able to understand it.
Yeah.
So you can explain it to other people.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the reason why
just did to me,
right.
Yeah.
So the reason why I did that now is for you to understand that there's no such thing as Satan being kicked out of heaven.
But does it say in scriptures though?
No, that's the wrong interpretation of
war in heaven.
The whole war in heaven from the Caucasian. But for the sake of studying, we're gonna have to go there. Before we go to John again, let's go to Isaiah 14. Yeah? Let's start at 1. For the sake of studying, because you're a reader, you need to know these things.
But I read it off the rest of it.
Finish it.
And I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
Right, see? Right, so no. So what happened is that
snap.
there's people around king. When a king has people that his counselors. Like every time there's an issue, they will come and say, King, there's a situation and this and that. They're the one that counsel me whenever you want to make. Yes, exactly. So the spirit, that job is to go to those counselors, king counselors, and put a lie in their spirit. When they do the meeting, they'll be advising Ahab the wrong way so you can go and die in battle.
Okay.
This is what there's a meeting, all right, for everything in heaven. Before someone's died, before there's a wise counsel in heaven.
Yeah.
The right hand side, they do what they have to do. The left hand side do what they have to do. So the angel of death, when I go and get someone that's about to die, because Yahweh has said so. So Satan and his angel worked for Yahweh.
Of course. They are the boss, bro. Come on, man. We can't
understand that. They work for Yahweh.
Let me finish it now.
Okay.
For the sake of the video.
Yes.
And he said,
right,
thou shalt persuade him, and prevail also, go forth,
right,
and do so.
Right. So so he gave the order. So now about the war in heaven, I will explain it to you. You understand that this is the Caucasian again attempting to brainwash us and lie to us about this Satan and this. Satan works for Yahweh. Satan never rebelled for Yahweh. So let's go to Isaiah 14.
Which verse?
Let's start at 1, and then we're going to jump. So let's start at 1.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel,
Right?
and set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
So what does he speak about? He speak about, you know, the Israelites being more saved, and being established back again into Israel. So from the, you have to understand context.
Of course.
So that context let you know already that you're not talking about Satan as the spiritual Satan. Keep reading so you can understand it better.
Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Right?
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord,
Right?
for servants
Right?
and handmaids,
Right?
and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, so he speaks about when the Israelite, when we back in power, what we're going to do is that those who got us into captivity, the Edomite, they will be now captives. They will be now our slaves. That's what he's speaking about. Carry on. Carry on.
And they shall rule over their oppressor.
Right?
Verse 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall
bro,
give
you're good, yeah?
the rest. So snap it, yes, ma'am. Verse 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve.
So you can understand that the context of this verse of Isaiah 14 is about us being reestablished in our kingdom, which is Israel, right? Now, knowing that, we're gonna jump right to verse 7. So read start from verse 7. Read it.
Verse 7.
Right.
The whole earth is at rest.
Right.
And is quiet.
Right.
They break forth into singing.
Right. See, so after we establish, the whole earth is at rest. So remember, right now it's war all over the Edomite. What they do, they go to other places like Iraq, other places like Libya, all over the place, and they bring war. Right? They bring destruction. Right? So he said that once we establish, what happens is that, you know, we will be at peace. So that's what he explained. Carry on.
Verse 8, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us.
Right, so it means two things. The first one is that the trees, because remember how they cut the trees and destroy the trees. The trees are spirit that will be happy, but also in the Bible sense, tree represent a nation, represent people. So the other nation will be at peace as well. Because all of them will be under us. We won't, you know, be oppressing them like that. They'll be under our rule though. Right? Now, carry on.
Verse 9.
Verse 9, right?
Verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Right?
It stirreth up the dead for thee.
Right.
Even all the chief ones of the earth it hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Right.
Now carry on verse 10.
Verse 10. All day Slakia shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Right. So it's talking about the Esau, the Edomite, becoming weak like them. So they're ruling right now, but they wouldn't believe how low level the Edomite will become, man, in the kingdom. Carry on.
Art thou become like unto us? Verse 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Poverty, man. Poverty, death. All right, spiritual death. Carry on.
Verse 12.
Listen to this here. Yeah.
How art thou fallen
How art thou fallen from heaven,
O Lucifer,
O Lucifer? How art thou fallen from heaven? Yeah.
son of the morning?
Son of the morning.
How art thou cut down
Right.
to the ground?
So Lucifer is the Edomite.
Yeah.
So he said this. Yeah. How art thou fallen, O Lucifer of heaven, son of the morning? How art thou cut from the ground? Which this weakened the nation? Who weakened the nation?
Like you said in the park.
The Edomite.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember you saying.
Right. And there's a time the power where he talk about art thou the men.
They're coming for war.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, we got it. I got it, man. Yeah, so now you understand that it's actually talking about who's the Edomite. Okay? Because Satan on earth,
So Satan's different to Lucifer.
Satan means,
I thought that was just heaven.
no, Lucifer,
I
Satan,
thought Lucifer was Satan's heaven.
they're all the same people. So
Yeah.
what it is like, they're represent,
You sure?
Esau represents, no, we're here, we done, come.
What, you gonna come
Esau,
back?
come, we're here, we done. I'm done. Yeah.
We're ready, man.
Esau represents Satan. So yeah, my brother.
How are you?
How you doing? You good?
Yeah, when we the Muslims and the Jews and the Christians, we always have, the first thing we have is a covenant. So we must have an agreement before we start something.
Yeah, all right.
We got a covenant, yeah?
Yeah, so the covenant
Most
is,
High.
now is, before we start the debate, we must agree on something.
On
That
what?
something will be,
Well,
when
it's
you
a technical
talking,
answer, yeah.
when you talking,
It's attackers, isn't it? Yeah.
no,
yeah.
when you talking, I will listen, he
Okay.
will listen.
Yeah.
We won't interfere,
Okay.
and we won't shout.
Yeah.
So when our turn comes,
Yeah.
you also keep quiet and don't interfere.
Okay. We listen.
That's the covenant that we wanted to agree on, and because we have a problem with the non-Muslims on the debate.
No, we're gonna be
don't
cool.
giving
There's
time
no-
to
there's
speak
no-
and, scream
There's no fight. We ain't gonna fight. You don't want you don't mind me on the camera?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Put it on YouTube.
Yeah, you can put on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, we start. Shall I start?
It's up to you, brother.
Oh, have
Right,
you
so-
the Jews been warned about the coming of Jesus?
Say it again.
The house right, yeah.
Wait. I don't know. Are you Jew or Christian?
I'm an Israelite.
Listen.
I'm an Israelite. Yeah, with Jew.
The
Jew
Jews.
mean Judah. Jew is not those people that are standing there. Let before you start, yeah, I'll let you start, but because you talk about the Jew, I want you to understand what the Jew is. The Jew is not the one that's in Israel right now.
Now, so we're talking
Hold on.
about race or religion?
We're talking about race. It's not a religion.
Okay.
It's not a religion.
Okay.
We are not a religion. This is our identity.
Okay.
They call us black Negroes because we know through captivity, we lost our identity. Up to the 1300s, right, in Africa, 1500 in West Africa, we knew we were, man. We were Jew. Jew mean descendant of Judah.
Oh.
Cause Jacob had 12 sons. The fourth son is Judah. Judah is the head of all the children, right? So when you look at all the West African, like Ivorian, Nigerian, Ghanaian, all these people, most of them are Judah. Now, Judah, the people that went to slavery, like the North American, the Black American, they're from the tribe of Judah for the most part as well. So let's be clear, Judah is not a Jew, it's not a religion. These people, they just took our identity, our way of life, our heritage, and made it Judaism.
Can I come in?
Right.
I think Moses' case is about 400 years ago, 4,000 years ago. You're talking about 300 to 400 years ago?
No, but you have to understand,
Yeah,
Moses was from the tribe of Levi.
the tribe of Levi.
Yeah, the priest tribe, because in Israel, you go the priesthood, which is the Levites. Moses is an Israelite that took the Israelite people, because we were slaves, just like we slave in this kingdom, in this empire,
Yeah.
we were slave in the Egyptian empire, which were black people. The Egyptian of today will be, for example, the Sudanese for the most part, and also the Somalian, but most part the Sudanese people that you see, the tall one, if you look back, if you check history, most of them were the ancient Egyptian, and we used to be under them at some point. But what happened is that the Mosai, Yahweh we call him, took us out of it, and that's what you call the first Exodus. So you can talk, but I want you, that's Moses.
And which race is Moses?
Moses is an Israelite from the tribe of Levi.
Well, is that your color or?
Yes, because the reason why he's that color, because the ancient Egyptian, what were they?
Yeah, they were Sudanese and Nubian.
Right, Sudanese and Nubian. So now, how could he be white when he was able? Because this is what happened. We were being persecuted, right? We were being persecuted in Egypt. They were killing the firstborn. So every time an Israelite firstborn, come, they were killing.
Because of the prophecy.
Right, because of the prophecy. So what happened is that, the mom of Moses, she got scared and she just left the baby on the lake. Yeah. So the daughter of Pharaoh took him, and then acted like that's my son. So if he was a white guy, the Pharaoh would have been like, why are you bringing this guy and saying that he's your son? He's a white guy. You know what I'm saying? So he was black. He was able to hide himself.
Yeah, he was black.
He was black. And even in the story of Jesus as well, the story of Jesus as well, we used to...
Yeah. Where are you? We are going to the mosque now, opposite the
going to the mosque?
We are
No, we're not
opposite
going
the train station.
another time. Yeah, another time. We continue.
And also, like, I got a Quran. I just wanted to show you that,
We'll be back.
the Quran talks about, you know what I'm saying?
What
Quran,
days do you come? Saturdays.
every Saturday.
Every
Okay,
Saturday.
we're going to the
The Quran speaks of, of Israel. It's all recorded, man.
Yeah.
You see that we are the chosen. These people in over there, they're not the chosen.
Yeah, the Quran says your favorite.
Yes, we're favorite people. But where are you from?
I'm from Guinea.
You're from Guinea?
Yeah.
Guinea Conakry?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're most likely a Jew yourself. You're a Jew, but what happened is that what happened in the 7th century? What happened in the 7th listen. What happened in the 7th century? In the 7th century,
Sorry?
we were forced to become Muslim. Even Christianity was forced upon us. But you are the Guinean people.
No, wait.
You're a Jew, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, you want to understand what you are.
Well, sorry, you said Israelites.
Yeah.
We're the Israelites. We are the Israelites. The Bible speaks so. You don't have to be there.
Are you recording?
Yes.
No, we don't need that.
No, but
Switch off. No.
switch off. Who are you telling me to switch it off?
I'm done. Don't go. Maybe you see that.
Bro, you're a Jew, man. You're a Jew, but
I understand.
I grew up as a Christian.
Okay.
Why? Because the Christianity was forced onto me, onto me. But now I found myself. Don't worry. But just know that you're an Israelite. Yeah, Islam is just a religion, but your identity. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Already, man. I got the Quran here, man.
Even my brother Mohammed said it's the truth. It's true what you're saying.
Because he's a Jake. The truth speaks to him. But he was born into it. So he's going to follow it. A lot of these Guinean people, I grew up with them in Ivory Coast. A lot of them are Islam. No, Guinea Conakry.
What's that?
Guinea Conakry is just up north, it's just by up north, Ivory Coast, and then by Nigeria. See, it's the same people. Guinea, Niger, all of these people, the Guinea people, they used to call them the Guinea people before. People from the sub-Saharan with the Guinea people. But it's because that power was called Guinea. So they give him the name Guinea. But who is he? He's not a Muslim. Being a Muslim is not an identity. It's just a religion. What is your identity? But you will find out that guy is not a Hamite. That brother from Guinea, that's a Jake right there, man. That's a Jake. A lot of them are Jake, but that guy that can switch it off, he's a bloody heathen, man. Telling me switch it off. I don't even.
That's good. The truth speaks to
whoever is there, man. I don't understand what you're doing. I would have run through them, man, like one by one. I was even telling me about it, switch it off. You want to come and switch it off, man. I was telling you to come and switch it off.
We're going to speak to school now, this summer.
I ain't going nowhere, man. I'm good, man.
Just do the work, innit?
Look, let's read this, man, before for the edification of the people, yeah. That's the book From Babylon to Timbuktu. Yeah, this is what he says. You know, this is a verse 40. This is on page 45. It says, after Muhammad, became a camel driver, he traveled to remote and intriguing lands. He led his caravans to Persia, Syria, and Egypt, transacting business with merchants of every kind. On his business trip, he met Jews, Christians, which is the same thing, and members of other sects. He interrogated them concerning the tenets of their religion, meaning, the belief. He frequented the environment of the Jews and the rabbi. Rabbi means the priest, mostly because they were merchants of an omnipresent ethnic group. Because he could not read or write, his ears were attentive and keen everything that the Jews related to him.
Keen.
He was keen, meaning, he says, Muhammad learned and extracted much from the Jews' religion and compounded it with his new religion, Islam. Wow! So Islam comes from Torah. And if you read the Torah, that's what I was about to do in that run.
Let me read the last one.
If you read it, it says, Muhammad learned and extracted much from the Jewish religion.
Teachings is from the Jewish religion.
Right, which is our Torah, right?
Yeah.
And he said, and compounded it with his new religion, Islam. But when you read the Quran, yeah, you won't believe it, man. It's the Torah.
Yeah, I've been told.
It's the Torah. Let me read you something.
Oh, the Torah is the first book of the Bible as well.
Yeah, let me read you something.
Old Testament.
Huh?
Torah is the first four books of the Old Testament, isn't it?
No, the Torah is the Old Testament.
In the Old Testament, but the first four books.
No, not the first four. The whole. The prophets, and then the five books that Moses read, and the prophets like Jeremiah, Isaiah, Malachi, Obadiah. Now,
before I used to feel Islam a bit, that might be the spirit, you know?
Yeah, bring your light. Let me read you something. That's what the Quran says. So that's Quran, yeah. That's the Surah. Yeah. Surah Al-Baqarah. Surah. The Surah 2 Al-Baqarah, right? It says, "O children of Israel, remember my favor which I have bestowed upon you, and fulfill my covenant upon you, that I will fulfill your covenant from me." Alright? And be afraid of only me. Verse 47 of Surah 2 says, "O children of Israel, remember my favor that I bestowed, upon you, and that I preferred you over the world."
Like you just said,
and that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Now, let's read another one. Let's read Surah 6. Surah 6. Surah 6. And he says, Surah 6, verse 84 says, "And we gave him Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all of them we guided, and Noah we guided before, and among his descendants, David and Solomon and Job and Joseph and Moses and Aaron. Thus do we reward the doers of good, and Zechariah and John and Jehoshaphat and Elijah, and all were of the righteous." And they're going to put Ishmael here, but that's nothing to do with Ishmael. But Ishmael is the son according to the flesh, not according to the promise. Verse 89 says, those are the ones to whom we gave the scripture and the authority and the prophethood. So only the Israel can be prophet. Muhammad is not a prophet.
That's what they believe.
Yeah, but the Quran tells us something else. Something is not finished. And he said, those are the ones whom Allah has guided. So from the guidance, take an example. So say, I ask of you for it. Okay, he may say, no payment is required to the word, right? And then he goes to a Surah 32 and 23. Look. Surah 32 and 23 says, and we certainly gave Moses the scripture. So do not be in the doubt, do not be in doubt over his meeting. And we made it the Torah, guidance for the children of Israel. So in Israel, a Jew cannot be, a prophet, because what was given to him as a guide? The Torah, the Old Testament, the Bible. So it's madness for an Israelite, okay? Well, I bring your life again. I want to read one more. It's madness for an Israelite to be a Muslim, man. It don't make sense.
But they believe in, I think the main reason why most Muslims are Muslim is because of, obviously, Muhammad, isn't it? They believe that Muhammad was the most high.
Yeah, but the Bible doesn't say that. I mean, the Quran doesn't say that. The Quran clearly says that we should follow who? Who should we follow? Let me read the last one. Yeah, but I believe what it is. Everybody got their own pop. What can we do about it? Let me read this. That's the Surah 3, verse 45 says, and mention, right, when the angel said, oh Mary, indeed Allah gives you good tidings of the words from him, whose name will be the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, the son of Mary, distinguished in this world and the hereafter, and among those brought near to Allah. He will speak to the people in the cradle and in maturity, and will be of the righteous. She said, right, and she said, my Lord, how will I have a child if no man has touched me? And the angel said, such is Allah, he created what he wills. When he decrees the matter, he only says to it, be, and it is. And he will teach him writing and wisdom and the Torah and the gospel, right? And make him a messenger to the children of Israel. That's right. So this is the Quran. So I can get your Quran.
Yeah.
Mark
I got one, but I don't really like marking the
if I mark it to you, bring the next side out, mark it to you, and have a conversation with your brother, man. Do you understand?
Hey, the Lord's blessing me. You bless me.
Exactly.
You're a blessing to me.
Right.
Honestly.
Calm.
Father, I'll be.
Yeah, but that's Yahweh.
You're a blessing, bro.
That's Yahweh.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, Lord.
That's Yahweh. That's not even me.
Thank you, Lord.
That's Yahweh.
Love.
You know what I mean? So the Quran actually speak against these Arabs. They don't even, most people that go in, they don't even read the Quran. They just follow. They don't read deeply. If you sit down with a brother that's in Islam and you break it into him, the only thing that will stop him from knowing the truth is his pride.
Yeah.
But as far as the truth, he will have to bow down to the truth, man. You know?
There's something Ishmael anyway.
Huh?
The promise.
Say that again?
There's something Ishmael.
Yeah. The children. Let's go. You read Revelation.
That's Revelation right there, you know.
Exactly. You know? I was gonna cook them, man. That's why they knew they had to run. When I started to break down the Judah,
they got prayer in it.
Oh, they have prayer. All right. Then. Good on them.
It says that the Messiah was meant to prophesy to the children of Israel, isn't it?
Right. So he came for who? He came for the Israelites.
Like it says,
Even the Quran
like we read on
says,
Thursday, innit?
right,
The other day.
right,
Obviously,
right,
he came to the lost sheep of Israel, innit?
right. So even the Quran tells you that Yahweh Shai came to the lost sheep of Israel, man. Even the Quran says that. You know? So go to Galatians, you know, 4.
Verse.
Let's go to 22. Let's start 22.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 22. For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, the one by a bondmaid.
Look at this. Is that a plane or is that?
Wait, I can't see it.
Look, come on.
Oh yeah, I see. That's the plane. No,
Is that a plane?
I think it's the way it's hovering.
We're gonna see, man. You're gonna find out if it's a plane or not. Might be a plane. Might be a plane. But a plane usually flash like that.
If it's not dark, so it won't flash like that.
No, you can see the flash at that time, man.
Yeah.
It's the same way. That's the same way. Yeah, probably a plane.
In other words, flying.
Probably a plane. But I'm watching it. Read it.
Go again.
Read it, man.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 22.
Right.
For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons,
Right.
the one by a bondmaid and the other by a free woman.
Right.
Verse 23.
Right.
But he who was of the bondman
Right.
was born after the flesh,
Right.
but he of the free woman was by promise.
Right. See that?
Yeah.
So he was born after the flesh. So that means even the promise is not for him. The law, the Torah, the kingdom, the blessing are not for the Israelites. The blessing are for us. Alright? So today we ain't gonna be long, man. Today we're gonna have, because the weather is really against us. So hopefully, I wanted to teach about, we're talking about the matrix. But let's go back to Job.
Job, yeah.
Let's go back to Job, man. So the reason why I went to Isaiah 14, when first I went to 1 King 22, starting at 19, is to show you that the angel, whether it's the demon or a lot of them are dwelling with Yahweh there, because they have to be there in order for the work, but they have to receive orders to do what they have to do on this earth and in the realms. Alright? So after that, we went to Isaiah, because you were saying that, maybe, you didn't understand what I was talking about, like, Satan being, and the lies that the European, the European broke, the lie that, the lie that the European broke as far as Christianity, right? Yeah. As far as Satan rebelling against Yahweh, and I told you, no, it's not that Satan rebelled against Yahweh. Satan cannot, that's the doctrine of the churches. So we have to go to Isaiah 14, right? 14. No, we went there already. No. I have to do something there. We have to go to Isaiah 14, and we read it. No, don't go there. And we read it all the way to 12, and he said, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Are thou cut down to the ground? Meaning you lost your kingdom.
Put the ground on the earth.
Exactly, no, it means that you leave.
You low.
You lose your heaven, which is your rulership, and then you go to the ground, you become a slave. Because Isaiah, no, because in the context of Isaiah 14, it talks of war. When you read it, the first 2 precepts tells you about Jacob, the children of Israel, regaining the rulership, and Esau, meaning those who brought them to captivity, becoming slave. So in verse 12, when you mention the ground, that's what you have to refer it to. You have to connect the ground to the slavery, right? That means you stay in the context of Isaiah 14, right? Now,
what does it mean by son of the morning? What does it mean by son of the morning? Like the son of the rising.
yeah, son of the me. You know what I'm saying? Lucifer, son of the actually.
Jay-Z song, isn't it?
The real, you know, the real Illuminati is the real Lucifer. It means that the light bearer.
Yeah.
Who is the real light bearer?
I was right.
Exactly. But in
Bright
this,
morning star, isn't it?
right? That's it. That's the hour shot. But in this kingdom, who is the light bearer in this kingdom? To whom was given the power of the earth? Exactly. So Lucifer is the light bearer. He's the one that illuminates. Let's say that they're the bearers of light. Why? Because they have that whole certain secret that, you know, most people don't know, that allow them to control everyone. So in instance, oh Lucifer, oh you light bearer, you who thought that you were the light bearer, who, as if you read it, in verse 14 say, I will ascend above the height of the cloud and I will be like the Most High.
Yeah.
So on this earth, he's trying to be the Most High. So it's a sarcastic, you know, way of saying that, oh Lucifer, literature, you who thought that you were God. Look at you now. Yes. Who you thought that you were? Who you thought that you were the Most High? Look at you now on the floor. Do you understand?
It's deep. Simple but deep.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Knowledge is truly power, isn't it? Understanding and wisdom is even greater than all. I like, yeah. Knowledge is power, man. Wisdom's greater though.
Yeah.
Wisdom that protects you.
Right, so let's go to Job now. Now that you've got it, you know, is this the man? You know?
One verse.
So, you know, Job 2, that was that last piece. You know, I couldn't even do the lesson I wanted to do, but hey, through the Spirit, that's the best thing.
Yeah.
Through the Spirit.
This is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right?
Again, there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. Verse 2. And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. So he's on the earth.
Right, so he goes, he walks around, he's everywhere, you know, he can move around.
Yeah.
That's his job, to go and check things out. He's do what he has to do.
Verse 3. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
Right?
That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth Yahweh.
Well, you get that Satan was in the midst,
Okay.
you know, amongst, I mean, he can come before Yahweh, there's no issue.
Yeah.
So that,
but he's on the earth like a raw lion.
Yeah, but he's all over the place, you know. The angels move everywhere. That's his job, you know. He has to move around, he has to be in the realm with Shemaiah, he can come down, he can send his angel, he do what he does. He has a specific task. And that's what he was doing, you know.
A perfect and upright man, one that feareth Yahweh.
Right.
And escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast his integrity.
Right. So he was a righteous man. Yeah. Job was a righteous man. Carry on.
And still he holdeth fast his integrity.
Right.
Although thou movest me against him, to destroy him without cause.
Yeah.
Verse 4.
So you're always telling him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to destroy him.
Thou movest me against him.
Yeah, you try to bear false witness. Because the Bible says that Satan is the accuser of our brethren. So he's the one that goes and says, yo, look at my young man. destroy Miami. Miami is wicked. He said that he's in the truth, but he does this, he does that. And that's not letting him, man. And that's why y'all try to use that whole I'm really obedient. But these days, you know, he made Miami. He's the righteous man. He's trying. Yeah. We couldn't get it. We get it.
So basically, Satan's trying to trying to get God to go like not really feeling like that.
Right. He's trying to say, open the door so I can leak him down. Basically. You know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly, because Job is righteous, man. Job was righteous. Carry on.
Verse 4. And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath, he will give for his life.
See? Carry on.
Just whatever he does. Verse 5. But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone, and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. Verse 6.
So he was saying to Yahweh, like, trying to bring hell on him, man. Afflict him, you will see, man. He will, the real reason why he's faking the funk. He's acting like he's rich, that's because you blessed him. Try and take away the blessing, you will see how you curse. You know what I'm saying? So carry on.
Verse 7. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his feet unto his crown.
Right, so he showed that how, you know, he told him, he said, basically that's what the story said. So basically what he said, what the story showed us, right? He said, go and get him, but don't take his life. You know? So that's because, you know, but he shows that, you know, Job had the edge. The reason why he couldn't touch him because the nature of his life. So the lesson that we're gonna go through, you know, like
basically the house is you can be affected, but you can't take his life.
So the lesson that we're supposed to go through is like saying that, showing that as an example to say that you gotta have the protection of Yahweh.
I see.
You know, in order for you to be able, you know, to take on or withstand the madness that's coming. But you know, today we're gonna stop here.
Good. What's up, bro? You good? Yo, bro, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
What's up, man? Something was in pain.
Yeah, like a brief pain, man.
Where?
You know, I just touched something and then I felt the pain.
Sorry.
Alright, so with that, hopefully you were edified. You know, next week we'll be, Lord willing, we'll go to South Norwood because we got time. And then Saturday we'll be here. And then obviously we'll carry on with the lesson that we're supposed to preach. But you know, for the Spirit, the Most High God has done something else, which will be edified. Run away, man. I think I will title it. Run away.
You never know what happened with spirit, man.
Yeah, run away, man. So
then go for prayer, but it might be in the spirit.
Bro, they know like the smoke that was coming. They're not stupid. They're not stupid. That's why the guy said what? He said, is he on camera? Shoot you up. And the other brother that I was speaking to, he never came back. No. There was one that he was always coming back every time we come because he knows.
Yeah.
When I dished out the whole thing was madness. He knows better, man. But anyway, with that, we're going to turn to the east. We're going to give him all praises. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Wahab, Wakab, Nadash, Kuan Yeshua. Abad Babel, man. You know, death to Babylon, man.
Abad Babel.
We got next. Shalom. There was this song that you were singing.
Huh?
There was this song that you were singing.
What, the Jay-Z one?
Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth.
I used to be shook at that.
Lucifer, son of the morning.
I used to be shook at that tune, you know.
Yeah?
I don't know why, because but I believe in it. But when I listen to it, it means that you're gonna chase him out of earth, like you're gonna get him out of here. You get me?
Yeah, man.
But it's a good song, man. I can't lie, it's catchy.
Yeah, but he was saying a lot of demonic shit.
Oh, well, like
Shalom, Israel.